Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks a lot for tuning in to watch this video. I'm going to be unboxing this Garmin unit, just see what's inside, see what all they give us, and see what kind of quality it looks like once we open it up. I seen the unit in the store, so I've got a good idea of what I'm going to be looking at. But anyhow, now before we get started, thank you for tuning in to watch this video. Hopefully you've watched some of my other videos. Thank you for that. If you could go up there, please take the 10-second subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be entered once I hit 1,000 subscribers to win prizes every single month. They'll be totally free shipped right to your door. We're talking some small prizes like maybe bags of plastics, lures from brands like Jackal, and even some bigger prizes I have lined up, like some Shimano Zodius rods, some reels. So I just need to hit those 1,000 subscribers to do that. So please help me out to do that. It's right up there, and who knows, maybe you'll be one of the lucky winners of some great prizes. Now before I go ahead and open up one of these, which I'm super excited about, I can't believe I had to wait like 2 days now. They've been sitting here and I've just been itching to open them. But how it came about that I ended up buying these units. Because what happened was I had a trip planned to the spring fishing show, fishing and boat show, sorry, in Toronto. It's about 2 hours from me, so it's a pretty good haul, but you know, I have to go socialize with all the guys I know, fishermen and whatnot. We like to chat fishing stories, right? So I went up there, talked to some guys about the Minn Kota Ultrex. I knew how amazing it was. I've seen guys using it on TV and the FLW and BASS. I've talked to lots of guys here on my home waters that have been using it, and it's really helped them catch more fish. So once I got all the demonstrations and really knew that this was something that's going to help me catch more fish, I talked my lovely wife into allowing me to purchase a Minn Kota Ultrex. So that was amazing. I went to Radio World, checked it out, and then I got looking into the mapping capabilities of matching the Humminbird units to the Ultrex. And I was really excited to even get a smaller Humminbird unit, maybe a 7-inch, keep using my Lowrance units, and just pair my Humminbird with the new Ultrex so I could use the contour follow lines, and that's about the feature that you get out of that. It's a pretty neat feature, so I thought, wow, that's great. That could really help me, you know, catch some more fish, a little less fatigue, standing on the trolling motor all day. But once I really got looking into electronics and seeing some of the amazing things that were out there, the Humminbird had a lot of things that I was looking for. It had the side imaging, which I do not currently have. So that was really important. I wanted that for fishing like Lake Ontario, the St. Lawrence, some northern smallmouth lakes that I fish. And it did have downscan, which I use a little bit. But the biggest reason I was looking at the Humminbirds was just to match it to the Ultrex. But then I got looking at what guys are actually using on the big circuits in the US. FLW, BASS, MLF. And then I got looking at what guys are using here on my home waters. I'm in Ontario, Canada. And some of our best fishermen, well-known fishermen in Ontario that have migrated down south and been very successful are running a Garmin unit. In a little more investigation, watching some TV, just sitting there chilling out, I seen an angler, and I believe he was sponsored by Lowrance. I'm not going to say who it was because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But I noticed on his boat, he had a graph that was blacked out, totally unmarked, a little bit even disguised, you could say, and it kind of looked like a Lowrance. But when I seen him pull up his trolling motor, he had a Panoptix transducer on his trolling motor. So that can only be one unit, right? He's obviously running a Garmin. So there's a guy here locally that I talked to about that kind of thing, and I was informed basically that maybe 80–90% of the pros in the US, which of course, as far as I'm concerned, are the best bass anglers in the world. A lot of them are running a Garmin for Panoptics. So I kind of looked into Panoptics and I was absolutely shocked at what I saw. I mean, you're shooting a beam in real time, not delay time like most units. So real time in front of the boat, like 80 feet out, there's guys chucking a jerkbait. They can see their jerkbait, they can see how the fish are reacting to the jerkbait, work it accordingly, just like a flasher for ice fishing basically, but it goes straight out. And then I seen them flip it with the PS22, I believe it's called, Transducer, which I did order for these, it just wasn't in yet. You flip it down and it does a down scan kind of thing in a Panoptic version, and it's almost kind of like a flasher, but way better. It does a beam, like kind of in a triangle, and you can see your drop shot. You can see if the fish are coming from the left or right, front or back. It's just incredible. So when I seen how that worked, and then I seen that these Garmin units also have side imaging, down imaging, of course regular sonar. It's all chirp, as you can see. I was amazed, and I really think that these Garmin units are the future. There is more expensive models than the Echomap, but for what I'm doing, it's going to run Panoptics, it's going to do side imaging, it's going to do regular sonar, and the mapping is really good. The mapping that I looked at when I was in the store, it was really, really nice, really detailed, shaded very well, lots of detail, and it actually came in this unit. You pay for it, it's not free, but it's already preloaded. You don't have to have a separate micro SD card to put in and out, but it does have an SD card port, but we're going to use that for something else, because what this unit actually does, that's free, you don't have to pay for it like my current units, is you can put a blank memory card in it. Whenever you're driving around the lake or just fishing, you can record, and you can record your own details of whatever lake you want, whether it has a map or doesn't have a map. So I thought that was amazing, because currently I have to pay $100 a year for that. And it's nice, and I do use it quite a bit, because some lakes have no mapping, some lakes I just like more detail on the spots I fish often, and it does help for sure. So that's free with these units. You just put a memory card in there. So that's why I just couldn't resist, really. When I seen all that these Garmin units could do, I just thought, wow, that's really going to help me with my fishing. So that's why I went ahead and bought these units. Anyway, so what you tuned in for, I suppose, is to actually see what's in there. The reason I'm doing this video is because I hate buying something and you don't know what's in there. You don't know if it's going to include everything you want. You don't know if it's going to have all the right cables that are right for your boat or your application. You don't know if you need extra accessories while you're at the store. And like I said, for me, it's 2 hours away. So I'm really excited. Let's open one up, see what comes in there. And then I do know for a fact that no matter what brand of fish finder you buy, you take it home, the first thing you're going to have to do when you get power to these or any other electronic that you buy for your boat that has mapping and stuff like that is you're going to have to update it. Because even if this thing came out, let's say it just came out like 3 months ago, which it didn't, but they're going to have updates. They constantly update these units. And I'm going to post another video, a link in the bottom. Hopefully I'll get that done fairly shortly. And I'm going to show you how to go ahead through that whole system and put the update on the unit. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. This one out of the way. So right here we just have your little bit of knowledge and stuff, which I'm not really going to read it all. Serial number. That serial number is really nice there, so it's easy to find. And right on top here is our unit. Oh, look at that. And it comes with a hardcover, which I actually did not know. Look at that. That was a nice hardcover. Very nice. Protective plastic on there. Oh, and this, I didn't expect this. It looks like they've gone to a new pin system on the back. The last time I seen a Garmin unit, it had plugs on the back. So that's very nice. Let's go ahead and rip that off. Unit. A nice cover. That cover is really great that it comes with that. What we got here? A template if you want to flush mount it to your dash or up front of your boat. Looks like really good directions, nice and clear. So that's great. I'm sure there's going to be a whack of wires and whatnot in here. Not sure what that is. It looks like some kind of sealing. I see something about it here on the flush mount kit. Looks like some kind of seal for if you're flush mounting it, which I don't think I'll be doing. I am going to have a video, by the way, on the installation of it. So stay tuned for that later on in the year when the boat comes out of storage. And this is the bracket. And there's the knobs on the back where they screws into your wires. I hate plastic and stuff, so I'm just going to rip this off here. Throw that on the floor. So this unit does have the quick release, which I was super happy about, but I wasn't expecting this pin system. What I was expecting is a system where you actually put your cord through a hole in the back of this, and then it kind of screws on, and then it sticks out this side. So they must have updated this in these newer units to a nice pin system. So let's go ahead and see how that clips in there. Of course, remember to take this cover off, which is good because when you take it off on the boat, you can put that cover on, protects it from the elements. Let's get that out of the way. There's some nice grooves down there. And I imagine it clicks in just like so. Yes, sir. Clicked in. Now, I was excited to get the clip mount, and it looks really sturdy. I was worried about me falling off in rough weather or something, but the way that clicked in, it felt really solid. Let's go ahead and tug on that. No, that ain't going anywhere. That's super solid, so that's awesome. Press down on that. Yeah, and it just pops out and releases. That is going to be super handy. Instead of having to unscrew my wires all the time to take the unit in and out of the boat. There's those two things. And here's bags of goodies. Power wire. So this is the power wire. So that will screw into the back of this. And of course, positive, negative. They give you a fuse on there. These cables, these wires here, these are for NEMA. So I'm not going to worry about those right now. I believe they are not for NEMA 2000. So I don't think I need those at all. There's your power wire. Big bag of stuff here, and I already see something that I wasn't really expecting. I see a ring. This is great. This is a trolling motor bracket. I don't have to look it up. I can tell right away, and I'm so excited that it came with this. This is amazing. So this unit came with this trolling motor bracket, and it looks like this is curved, so it looks like that's going to fit up on your trolling motor. And then they give you this ring, and then you'll fasten it down around your trolling motor. So that, I'm really excited it came with that. I'm not sure this ring is going to be big enough for the 112 Ultrex, but that's no big deal. I can go to Lowe's or something, get a ring for like really cheap, probably a couple dollars. And just the fact that they gave me this stuff is amazing, because I never got any of this kind of thing in my last unit. And they give you some zip ties to zip tie it as well on there. So that's great. In the bag. And what else do we have here? This is going to be the piece to mount it to your boat. They got some screws, locking hardware. Oh, here's another real nice thing that they've added that I've never seen come in a fish finder before. And I don't know about you, but to me this is great. I may or may not need it, but if you do need it, it's great that it comes with it. The first thing in this little bag is 2 little wire clips. So you can organize your wires nice and neat. You don't have to go to another store and spend more money. They give you that. There's screws in there for it. But look at what else they give you. This is so if you have to drill a hole in your boat to fit, I don't know, say the power cable through, they give you this nice little plastic cover so you don't just have a hole with the wire sticking out. You can put that on your boat, like so, and then, you know, like this, right? The wire will stick out of there. Nice, neat installation. Well, they give you that. That's great. That's amazing, really. Wow, I'm so happy with the things that they give you and the little extras that they've thought of on this unit to include. And this looks like, yes it is, this is the mounting. There's just some screws in here for, I'm not sure. It looks like that's to screw this to the transducer, but you don't need to see screws, I don't think. That's a different channel. So this looks like it goes onto the transducer. This goes onto your boat. The bolt was in there with a plastic shim, and that'll go in there like so onto your boat to hold that nice big side imaging or side scan or clear view side imaging, whatever Garmin calls it. Oh, and this, what is this? Let's see what this is. I know what it looks like, but why do I need it? Oh, a little water seal there. What this is it's one of these, it's not a screwed threaded end. Oh yes it is, I'm sorry. Much like this. And, oh, I just looked down and I see what it's for. It's going to be for the transducer cable. So I'll just put that in here for now with the instructions, because I'll need those. And this is our transducer. So this transducer is going to do your side scan, your down scan, and your regular sonar. And there's your temp right there. And this little baby is going to do everything else except pan optics. You do need a separate transducer for pan optics, which I do have on the way, so I'll show you that when I get it. Looks like it's very well made. very well sealed. And you can see all the little holes on there. So that, I'm not sure which way, I'd imagine it's supposed to go this way. Yeah, it is. So that is going to go on there like that. And it just kind of clipped into place there. Right there. So that's going to go like that. And you're going to screw it on nice and firm. Now, I actually like this bracket. I like that it's plastic. I know that some people are going to say, oh, they only give you a metal bracket. I like plastic brackets, so when I opened this up here just now, it took me a second to think about it, but yes, I am really glad that they gave me a plastic bracket. And the reason for that is that I don't know for sure, but this transducer does a lot of things. You know, it does all the live view, side imaging, and down scanning, and it's all chirp, and that sounds expensive. I bet you this transducer is at least $300 Canadian. So this piece of plastic I can probably order from Radio World or the manufacturer for very cheap. So if I have this screwed on and I happen to bump something with my boat, even a floating log or whatever, I would much rather this plastic bracket break anywhere. I don't care if it breaks off of here on the boat. I would rather this break than rip a big hole in my boat and rip the screws right out because this is metal, which I've seen, or break my transducer because this bracket was too strong. So I'm actually really glad I got a plastic bracket with that. And we got a little bit of instructions here. This is all on the transducer, mounting it on the trolling motor. And then all we got left is a bag of more booklets and instructions. It's like very generic instructions. Let's see here. Yeah, very basic. I mean, they go through how to insert the SD card, a little bit of quick draw, contour mapping, 3D mapping, pan optics. But really, if you want to get more detailed information, once I get this hooked up, I'm going to run a full detailed instruction and operation of it. And like I said, I'm also going to do my next video of updating the unit. I know that the unit is going to need a software update. I know that the map is going to need an update, which is great. You get free map updates. And here's another little tidbit. Garmin, as a lot of people know, you might not know, I don't know. I just learned it myself. But Garmin actually purchased Navionics. If you've ever used Navionics, either on your cell phone or on a boat unit, you know how amazing Navionics is. Well, the Garmin mapping that I seen in the store isn't Navionics, it's Garmin. And it's very good. I would compare it right to Navionics. I mean, the shading and the detail and everything is just amazing. Lots of lakes for Canada, most of the lakes that I fish. Not all the little back, lakes and stuff like that, but you can't really expect that. But here's what's happened is when they purchased Navionics, they have come to an agreement that if you are a Garmin owner, when they merge the two, which is happening in June 2018, I believe this update is coming out for your mapping, and it's going to be free. They're updating the best of Garmin maps and the best things of Navionics maps, and they're putting them together. And I've seen a little bit of previews, snippets, and teasers online. You can look them up, maybe find them. And it looks to me like Garmin is going to have the best mapping available in any unit. Just because they can join those two things together, that all the information they've compiled, all the information Navionics has, put it into one, and I am really excited for that. I mean, it's going to be a phenomenal map. So that's another reason to check out a Garmin. I will also say that I am in no way, shape, or form sponsored by Garmin. I don't get any deal from Garmin, nothing like that. So this is just my own look at things as a consumer and what I felt was the best buy and going to help me catch the most fish. And now to this bag. And in this bag, what we have, and I'm going to show you in another video the full install and setup of this. But this is a NEMA 2000 network to network both these units together. And this is just a basic kit that I got at Radio World. I just told them what I needed to hook these two units together. They put this bag on the counter basically. You go, here you go. Here's everything you need, so you don't have to pick all the pieces and do all that. So we got a long 15-foot cable, NEMA. These are the NEMA T's and the resistors. I'll explain it more if you want to know more about the NEMA. I'll explain it more in another video, the install. The Garmin power cable for NEMA. A shorter cord to go to one of the units. And some screws and some instructions. And that's it. So if you're looking for a unit, or if you're just watching this unboxing to see what you might get in the unit, all seems like really nice quality stuff. And right now, if you're in the Toronto area, I know that Radio World has great deals on them up until the end of the spring sportsman show. So check that out. But yeah, that's what you get in the box. It's everything that I know I'm going to need. I'm really excited about this again. So thanks again, guys, for watching the video. Hope you got a little bit of information that you're looking for, just what comes in the box on these units. So if you want to see more on updating them, I am going to do a detailed, exactly step-by-step, how to go to your computer, update this unit, update the maps on the unit. And then after that video, of course, I will do an installation video on the boat, how to put both units together with the NEMA, go ahead and hook them up. And I can't wait to do a demonstration on some of the mapping and things like that this unit does and the pan optics. So again, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Have a great day.